Edition number 103, Who is God? Authored by Dr. Malachi Z. York for the Holy Tabernacle Ministries. Who is God? The question should be, where did God come from? Who created the God concept, and what is a God? The first part of the question is simply answered by holding up a Bible, be it in the ancient Hebrew down to the Greek, on up into millions of other languages. The God concept comes out of these books. The supreme concept of a supreme source that is all-intelligent and all-knowing, in reality is not a Bible or a Quranic concept. For the God Yahweh, or the gods Elohim, as well as Allah, asked questions like, who did this or that? Refer to Genesis chapter 3, verse 11 and 13. Where is he or she? Refer to Genesis chapter 3, verse 9 and chapter 4, verse 9. Don't bind partners with me. Refer to Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. I am jealous. Refer to Exodus chapter 20, verse 5 and chapter 34, verse 14. I am grieved to my heart. Refer to Genesis chapter 6, verse 3. Who told you you were naked? Refer to Genesis chapter 3, verse 11. Nor did he know that Iblis in the Quran chapter 2, verse 34, who was one of the many angels, was not going to bow down. So then, where did God come from? The biblical and Quranic concept of God was created in the hearts and minds of their authors, and as these authors became authentic, their documents became authentic. And within the pages of their documents called scriptures, God was born. If you try to question a theologian or religious scholar on the subject of God and ask them not to use their Bible or Quran, they would not be able to do it, for it was these authors who made the opening statement in the Old Testament of the Hebrews or Jews, also called the Torah. In the beginning, God, or Elohim, created the heavens and the earth, of Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. And in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, Theos, and the Word was God, Theos. The same was in the beginning with God, Theos. All things was made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In the New Testament of the Christians, John chapter 1, verse 1 through 3. And in the Quran chapter 6, verse 1 of the Mohammedans or Muslims, you have praises be to God, Allah, who created the heavens and the earth. It was these three texts, Old Testament, New Testament, and the Quran, authored by men who say they were inspired from on high to teach man of a God who was every man's personal God. Yet mediators were necessary, as if God could not merely think his being into everyone's heart without the stress and strain of religious instructions. Then who is God? The concept. God is anyone or thing in control of other beings or things. To be God does not make you the all. God is within the all, for ye are gods, as Psalm chapter 82 verse 6 states, and John chapter 10 verse 34 supports it, stating, is it not written in your law, I said ye are gods? You are not the source of all things, for you are one of the things in the source. The God concept as mentioned above is man's alter ego at work, referred to Genesis chapter 3 verse 22. For God to man had to be a he, referred to Genesis chapter 15 verse 7, had to be in a home in the heavens, referred to Joshua chapter 2 verse 11, in control over people's destinies, referred to 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 3, a judge, referred to Genesis chapter 15 verse 14, and prosecutor and sentencer, referred to Deuteronomy chapter 17 verse 10, and executor, referred to Exodus chapter 12 verse 12, and had to have hands, referred to 1 Samuel chapter 5 verse 11, a heart, referred to Genesis chapter 6 verse 6, chapter 8 verse 21, and Quran chapter 2 verse 255, and eyes, referred to Genesis chapter 1 verse 10, and chapter 6 verse 8. Eventually, Michelangelo, one of the great artists of the 15th century in Italy, drew God as an old man in the image of his own race on the ceiling of his 16th chapel, and the Christians personified God in their image to form the many statues that adorn the many crosses in Christianity, or to symbolically be present in a black stone in the corner of a cube-shaped building in Mecca on the part of the Muslims. The Quran is saturated with countless demonstrative pronouns of God being he or him, referred to Quran chapter 112 verse 1 and 3 through 4. Okay then, what is a God, or plainly God? This is a two-part question. As I have said, a God is anything in control. The arrow tip that takes the life is God over death. The sperm and ovum meeting in procreation and life is God in life. The nourishment and food for the health is God of health. The bacteria in sickness is God of sickness. Anything in control is a God.